Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Emma and this is my abandoned general store that I'm converting into my dream homestead. So in last week's video, I started renovating this room and I'm turning it into a temporary lounge space while the renovation is happening. Eventually, this will be the guest room / my office. So this is what the room looks like right now. You'll see how it got here in just a minute. In today's video, we're going to plaster. We're actually going to be starting at where I left off in the last video, which is mopping the floors, and then I installed a window, and then we're going to get into the plastering and everything else. I am going to try and build the legs to this countertop / table, and we will turn this into a functioning lounge space. So let's get into it. Cheers to my mom, and cheers to all of your loved ones that you're missing as well. Cheers. Amazing. All right, let's go. Thank you so much to ThredUp for sponsoring today's video. For me, making sustainable choices, especially when it comes to clothing, matters deeply. One way I try to reduce my impact is by buying secondhand. ThredUp makes that so easy. It's a convenient way to shop for high-quality, stylish pieces while keeping perfectly good clothing out of landfills. These Hunter rain boots, for example, retail for about $180 brand new, but I found them on ThredUp for just $67. I also picked up these Topshop overalls, which typically sell for about $64, and I paid under $27. I've been loving Vera Bradley again lately, and this backpack retailed for around $94, but I found it for just $25. And this beautiful Dooney & Burke leather crossbody originally retailed for $300, but I purchased it for only $78. So if you are also trying to make more mindful, sustainable choices, you can check out some of my favorite finds by clicking the link in the description below. Make sure that you use the code EMMA50 for 50% off and free shipping on your first order. This offer is only valid through May 31st, so make sure you take advantage of that. And thank you again to ThredUp, not just for sponsoring this video, but for making sustainability a little more accessible for everyone.
Bluetooth connected.
I have Dr. Bronner's Castile soap. Let's go.
Why is there a pin in my cut? You sleep next to me, but I keep thinking I'll find a cure.
This color is amazing. What? No way. No way. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Make excuses, my friends know the truth. That's the thing you always say. Cursing me, trash my name. Get down in the crooked man that I am the girl I've always been. You can't see I'm always been. I'm a candle in the wind. I'm so like, got the sun going.
Okay, I did 2 mops of the floor. It looks so much better. I definitely know that as we're working, we're gonna be tracking more dust and dirt in here, so I know that, but at least now it's not just completely covered in dust, and I feel like I can breathe in this room without just breathing in dust, and I can actually see the wood grain in the floors. I could probably do like 3 more mops of the floor and more dust would come off, but I don't have time to do that in this video. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is find some wood to cover the 2 holes in the floor. Okay, I found a few pieces of wood at my dad's shop that he let me borrow, and they don't match obviously, but they don't need to, because they're going to be hidden anyway. And here is the other piece. I cleaned up that a little bit.
Okay.
It's smudged, but oh well.
Mm-hmm.
Couch there. I wanted to put my projector up here, but it's in your shed.
Projector? So you're gonna leave the plaster?
For now. And I like it.
You should tell people somebody was shooting through this window and those are bullet holes. That's what it is.
Do you really think so?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'll bet you could find lead in there, either in the wood or dropped to the bottom. Yeah, I think it is.
I mean, I don't know what else it would be.
Well, they're all at an angle
Yeah.
that corresponds right to that window.
Yeah. I was also going to change out the window panes, but I don't know if I can do that myself. Do you want to help me do it?
Huh?
Do you want to help me do it?
Can.
That's a no. All right. Well, it's not dark yet, so the day is not over, even though I am so exhausted. I'm going to put these window panes in. I hope that this goes smoothly because I've never done it before. Let's get to it. So I actually found these window panes from a local woman who was turning a very old building into a batting cage studio for some softball players that she coaches. It's a rec team, and she was getting rid of everything really cheaply. So I initially bought a bunch of windows to use for my greenhouse, and then I decided that I wanted to do the greenhouse on the roof. So I will still create a small greenhouse using these windows, but it just so happens that these 2 windows are the exact right size and the exact same style as the 2 windows that I'm replacing, and they are in a lot better shape. So I thought it would be worthwhile to go ahead and put them in, even though eventually I will be getting all new windows. Yeah. I'm scared of that.
I don't know how they would have done that.
I think I pulled my back carrying that water. So much better. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That looks so good. The window is installed, the floors have been mopped, the holes in the floor have been covered.
And you want it all the way to the wall, right?
Yeah. Wow. Good job.
I didn't do nothing.
What? Okay, the first thing I actually have to do to start plastering is get this table back out of here.
Myself still learning to blame for.
Okay, this is quick set light, 20-minute set time. That seems like not a lot of set time.
I know that people left me to.
I'll take you home.
When it comes to the walls as they are currently, I actually really love the way that they look. I love how rustic they are. I love that they basically look like lime wash. When I get on Pinterest and I find my wabi-sabi dream rooms, they pretty much always have lime wash walls and they pretty much always look exactly like the walls in my house right now. So what I really want to do is find a way to seal the plaster as it is, and eventually down the road, I'm sure at some point I will have to redo the walls, but for right now, the plan is to keep them the way that they are. Well, I've done everything in this room that I want to do. This was so heavy. It's raining. Not know where the circulars. There it is. Caught on, bro. Okay. That was quite the task. Well, I guess now's a good time to show you the leaks in this room and why there are 2 holes in the floor. So you can see why I don't want to fix those holes in the floor yet, because I really shouldn't do that until the roof is complete. So let's get going. I'm gonna get cutting and we're gonna build a table.
Listen to me talk to you. Listen to me beg. If you don't wanna be in my life, please say it.
Whoa! That's one way.
Stay close to you.
So when it comes to this table, I wanted something that looked really rustic, and I asked John the night before if he could build that table for me because I didn't think I was going to have time in this video. So I looked on Pinterest and I sent him what I was looking for, and he worked on it and was able to complete the tabletop, but was not able to complete the table legs because he only really had a couple of hours after his normal work day. So I decided to go ahead and finish the legs, and we decided that I could build the legs by repurposing one of the joists that came out of the ceiling, and we decided that I could basically rip the joists in half and then that would be perfect for the legs. So that's what I'm doing here, and this is the inspiration. The feet are in and they're pretty sturdy, but this stretchers is what they're called. And that holds the legs together at the bottom, and that's gonna make it a lot more stable. So I am going to cut those now. This is actually not the first table that I have ever built. You'll see the coffee table that I end up putting in the room is also a table that I built, and the top to the coffee table is actually an old door that my dad had salvaged, and last year he let me take it and repurpose it and turn it into a coffee table. That's kind of beside the point. The point is that this isn't my first table build, but it is my first table build like this. I know it's not perfect, it's super rustic, it's super primitive, but at the same time, that's exactly what my style is. So I feel like imperfect is just my style, and I think it turned out really well. I'm excited for you to see it. I have completed the, I don't know why I can never remember this word, stretchers. I really should cut that last joist in half and then use that to run as the stretcher along the full back edge of the table. I will do that, but I'm not gonna do it right now because it's gonna be getting dark soon and it's not absolutely necessary. And I really wanna decorate while it's still daylight. I'm gonna try and flip this table over. Don't know how that's gonna go. We are going to put it up and get decorating. That's so tall. That seems tall. That seems too tall. What's done is done. Actually, I could put a shelf on the bottom. I have to now. I don't have to do it today, but all right. I forgot one thing before we put the table in, which is that I need to at least sand the plaster down some. So we gotta do that. I don't want to sand off all the, like, basically lime wash, which is exactly what I wanted. So technically speaking, this is the apron, and I was pretty much fine not having an apron on it. It's also called a skirt, but I came across this piece of wood and it was the exact perfect length almost, and the exact perfect color. It was actually a piece of the floor downstairs that we tore out, so I just went ahead and grabbed it and installed it, and it looks awesome. Voila, it's literally perfect. I'm sure there's a way I could have done it without putting a screw right in the front, but I don't care. So now we're gonna actually start decorating this room. Here we are the next day. As you can see, the big sanded mark on the wall, that's where I plastered. These walls are super rustic looking. I like that and I want to keep it that way. So I bought lime wash. I'm going to go back over the spot that I sanded off. I don't know if it's gonna match. I figure it can't look much worse than that. So we're gonna try it and see what happens. I bought this Real Mabio, and I know that they say to make X's and they say to do all this crazy stuff. The actual brush strokes on the wall are literally just up and down. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna try to match that. All right, here we go. It's not the same color at all. So I'm gonna let it dry, and while it's drying, I'm gonna start bringing stuff in, and then I'm gonna do another coat, and then bring more stuff in, etc., etc. It's funny because there's a carpenter bee hole right there that I just left in it. sorry, but am I a genius? Because that color match is almost perfect. You would literally never know. That's so awesome. Ah. I can't believe that I'm actually saying this, but the lounge room is done. Okay, that was a lot of work. Decorating, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to decorate this house. It's gonna be so rustic and it's just gonna be perfect. I'm so excited. Let's take the tour. hope you guys enjoyed watching this room transformation part 2. Go back and watch part 1 if you haven't seen part 1 yet, because it took a lot of work. But I am absolutely in love with the way that it turned out, and I honestly couldn't be happier. It's funny because it's like it was just meant to be a temporary lounge room, but honestly I'm obsessed with this room. I mean, it's nowhere close to what it's going to be in the future, but for what it is right now, I love it so much. Next week I am going to be starting on drawing the floor plan so that I can get permits. Technically we're still in demo phase, and we have been demoing for a while. Like, now is when it's really gonna begin. We're talking septic, we're talking well, we're talking roof. I will be bringing in professionals, but everything that I can do myself, I'm going to. I look forward to many more transformations in this general store abandoned home that's really no longer abandoned. I feel like once the first room is semi-done, it's not really abandoned anymore, but it will always be my abandoned home. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at holistic__Emma, and TikTok is at holistic_Emma. If you want to follow my blog, The Daffodil Post, that is where I write about my journey. So I would love to see you over there. The link will be in the description below. The link for everything will be in the description below. Also, don't forget to check out ThreadUp. The link is in the description below because the offer expires at the end of this month, and you definitely want to take advantage of that because you can get awesome stuff there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an incredible week, and I will see you in my next video very soon. Bye.